My dear students, this is Omkar here. I welcome you to the digital learning platform of Shri Guru Sudhindra College. Yes, this video is for BCA first accountancy students on the topic cost sheet. I welcome you once again and I hope all of you are safe at home. This video resumes the chapter cost sheet from the point where we have stopped before lockdown period. Kindly note important thing that all the explanations are made as easy as simple as possible in this particular video to conserve your data of the day and to reserve your time for other videos also, and also for preserving your videos for regular usage and regular access. You can also use this video by downloading in your video YouTube account. Yes, let us begin with one cost sheet problem. See here, one company is there and the related stock information or costing informations are given below. So let us begin with this particular problem. So see here, the first contents are given. Stock on hand 1st March. So this 1st March indicates that particular first in the sense the beginning stock. Okay, so raw material 1st March, finished goods consent to 1st March is given, that is opening stock. Then stock on hand during 31st March. So 31st March in the sense that is closing stock. So raw material closing stock, finished closing stock amount is given. Then raw materials are purchased, that amount is there. Then two work in progress amounts are given. One is opening work in progress, closing work in progress. Okay. Then sales of finished products are given. Then direct wages are paid, non-productive wages are there, works expenses are there. So then other two, office and selling distribution expenses are there. You have your format that is written already during our classroom sessions. So refer that format, and all the elements of costs are given in the theory classes. You go through it once, then this problem will be easier. So let us see its solution now. So these are the contents of the problem question. It is given. Let us see its solution. Okay. Yes, see, this is the solution here. You keep your format reference page from your notebook as a reference port. Okay, so let us proceed here. Yes, opening stock of raw materials are there, that you have to take first. Raw material concerned things are there, that you have to take first. Then any raw material purchased should be added. Then closing of raw material stock is to be deducted. Yes, make important note that here opening stocks are to be added, whichever it is, raw material or work in progress or any type of opening stocks are there, that is to be added. Here particular add and less related thing I am telling. So openings are to be added, closings are to be deducted. So here opening stock of raw materials are there, that is to be taken first. For that purchases are to be added. Then closing is to be deducted. Raw material closing stock is to be deducted. Then you get your material consumed. Then direct wages, if any, that is to be added to get prime cost. You will get prime cost here. Then after that, non-productive wages, works expenses are to be considered. So here works expenses are to be taken into consideration to get the works cost here, isn't it? So for that reason here you have to add work in progress opening stock, deduct work in progress closing stock. Then you will get your works cost here. works cost you will get. After that, to get the cost of production, you have to see whether any office and administration expenses are there. Then you have to take that it is there. Then you will get your cost of production. Then you have to see if any finished stocks are there. If it is there, you have to add the opening finished and deduct the closing finished. Then you will get cost of goods sold here. So same format what you have written already in your notebook, that is to be followed. And the formula you have taken down, isn't it? The elements of cost sheet that you have taken, that you have to follow. And following the same methodology, you have to see whether any selling and distribution related expenses are there. If it is there, you have to take it here. Then you will get a cost of sales by adding this particular cost of goods sold to your selling and distribution overhead. You will get cost of sales. Then this profit balance is not given, that you have to find out. It is given here the sales amount, isn't it? In the question, sales amount is given, that is 72,000. Then 72,000 minus this 55,000, you will get this profit balance. So this is how the particular problem and the solution. So note these problems in your notebook and get it solved and practice it. Okay. So now let us move on to next one problem, that is question paper problem. This question paper problem is of the year 2019. So here the mix of information will be given. Generally all the different particular problem heads, the contents of the problem will be given in a mixed manner. So let us see it one by one, but you have to follow your same methodology of format of cost sheet. So administrative overheads are given, that is 10% of works cost. So this 10% of related calculation we have calculated during our class hours only before lockdown. Okay, note it, just practice that so that you can understand this now. So solution is there. Let us see the question first. Then opening stock is given, raw materials opening stock. So with that only opening stock of work in progress is given. See here, opening stocks are given one side, isn't it? Closing stocks are given separately, maybe in the down lines. Let us see. Then selling and distribution overhead is there. Raw materials are purchased. And also factory related expenses are there, sales amount is there. Okay, closing stocks are given here. See, both closing stocks are given separately. These opening stocks are given separately and closing stocks are written separately here. Then direct expenses are there, direct wages are there. Let us see its a solution now. Okay, yes, see here the solution is done already. You just have to note it. First, opening stock of raw material is to be taken. Okay, opening stock of raw material is taken here. So then for that you have to add purchase of raw material, if any it is there. Then opening these closing stocks are to be deducted, correct? So that is deducted here. Then you will get material consumed. Then you have to sum up direct related things. Direct expenses are there, direct wages are there, that you have to add up and bring it into outer column to get prime cost. So for the prime cost, now you have to add works overhead or factory overhead is there. If it is there, you have to add. Then opening stock of work in progress, if it is there, you have to add it. Then closing stock is to be deducted. So by adding this you get 4,08,000. Then you have to deduct your closing stock. Then you will get your works cost here. 3,72,000. Then for that 3,72,000, to get your cost of goods sold, you have to add administration overhead. Administration overhead is 10% of the above overhead. So 3,78,000 is there. So 37,800 will be the 10% that you are going to add it. Then you will get this 4,15,800, right? So now what you have to do, cost of sales is to be calculated. For that reason, selling and distribution overhead is to be added. If it is there, you have added. Then you get 4,55,800. So here we don't know the profit balance, you have to calculate now. Sales amount is given there in the question only. So sales amount you are going to write first, then 6 lakh, this 6 lakh minus 4,55,800 cost of sales, you will get this profit amount. Okay, so note this particular problem, solve it first by referring your format, and you should be able to solve it without seeing the notebook. Okay, so let us move on to one next problem. So this is your next problem that you have to solve it and make it perfect. So see here, let us go with the question. So here stocks are given, all the opening things are given. Opening stock of finished goods, opening stock of raw materials, opening stock of work in progress. Note this. Then raw materials are purchased here. Okay, extra additional raw materials that purchased is written. Carriage inward is there, factory rent is there. Then other production expenses are there. Then one closing stock is given, stock of goods, isn't it? Wages are there, workmen's manager's salary is there. Factory employees' salaries are given. Power, in the sense electricity expenses, general expenses, sales amount is given. Stock of raw materials are given. Then work in progress is given. Okay, note these all the contents. Now let us proceed with the answer. See here, this is the answer. Let us proceed. First, opening stock of raw materials are to be taken into consideration. That is there, 40,000. Then you have to see if any purchases. Yes, purchases are there, that you have to add up. Then you will get one amount. From that amount you have to see if any closing stock of raw materials are there, that is to be deducted. Then you will get your materials, cost of material consumed amount you will get. You got that now. Then wages or any factory related carriage inwards are there, that is to be added. It is there, wages, carriage inwards are there, that is added there. Now the prime cost you are going to get. You got the prime cost now here. Then you have to add all the factory related expenses to get your factory cost. So for that reason, factory related costs are to be taken into consideration. All the things are to be added. So factory cost, works manager's salary is given, and all the factory related things are there. Power expenses will come under this particular factory related thing. Then other production expenses are there. Then you have to see with work in progress, opening and closing, that is to be taken. So add work in progress opening less work in progress closing, that is done here. After that you will get one amount. From that particular amount you will get your factory cost. Prime cost is there, prime cost is to be added to your particular thing. Then you will get your works cost. All the factory related things are added and deducted here to get one amount. That amount is to be added to your prime cost to get your factory cost. Then to get cost of sales, isn't it? Then to get this cost of sales, you have to sum up all the office related expenses. So if any office expenses, you have to take it, and you will get the total amount. And now you have to see any opening stock and closing stock of finished goods. So opening stock of finished goods are to be added, then closing stock of finished goods are to be deducted. It is deducted here, then you will get one amount, that is cost of sales. Now you have to calculate the profit balance. Now you don't know this amount. First you have to take this total sales as usual, then you have to deduct this particular cost of sales from the total sales amount. 8,60,000 minus 8,30,750, that equals to one amount, that is 29,250, that is profit. So this way, these three problems you have to note down in a notebook first. In your fair notebook you note down it and practice it with the reference to by referring your main format, and solve it without seeing the notebook. So if you solve these three problems, almost you can pocket the SEM exams cost sheet problem. Okay, so solve it, make it perfect. And if you have any kinds of doubts, any types of questions with concern to any slides, drop your words in the comment box below so that I can understand it and revert you. Okay, we'll come up with the next chapter in the next video. Till then, take care, be safe at home. Thank you.